6:14, welcome back. Back to school season in full swing, which means before attendance is taken, high school sports are taking the main stage. So this morning, we're exploring how one Lebanon County football team is adjusting to the heat ahead of their first game of the season next week.
Time to put on the pads and lace up the cleats. High school sports are back in full swing in South Central PA.
It was rough, 5 hours, 3-4 hours out here in the heat, but with the guys, it makes it a little bit better.
With just 1 week until the ELCO Raiders tackle the Friday night lights, the team has been hard at work since August 10th.
Yes, God!
And head coach Bob Miller says there was no easing back onto the turf.
We're back in Monday with the 2 practices, 2 hours, and then the break, and then the second practice, offense and defense Tuesday. It's a longer practice, just one, and we repeat that throughout the week.
Miller enters his 15th season as the leader on the Raiders sideline this year. He says the preparation for 2026 started shortly after the clock hit zero on 2025.
Full speed. There it is, Cam. There it is, Cam.
I'm a big believer in 3-sport athletes. I think kids should be playing high school sports as much as they can. So for us, it really becomes something where they're off at the end of the season until we hit into December, and then they're rolling with other sports, and we're opening up the weight room for kids.
Senior quarterback Brinley Donmoyer says practice has gone very well to start the young season, partially because of so many familiar faces returning.
We're so far ahead compared to we were. Our coach is always saying, well, last year, he was looking at the last year's script, and he's like, well, we already went over that, so we're already so far ahead. So, looking at that, it's so nice to see that we're locked in. We're just better than last year.
Senior receiver Griffin Kreider focuses on staying hydrated as their bodies adjust to the summer heat.
I keep a water bottle with me, like one of those Gatorade ones, and pretty much just drink that whenever I can. Try and drink like 4 a day. Try and stay hydrated as much as possible, really. And when you're out here practicing, it's like you just drink away.
We get the kids before certain practices, and they have to guzzle a whole bottle of water and then put it away in front of their teammates before they can go back out in the field. So you got to get that whole thing in. Sometimes it's forced. Kids this age, sometimes they think that they drank the milk out of their cereal bowl and that they're hydrated, and they don't understand the whole process, and it's not a right before practice thing.
If the players could pick practice in the summer heat or that late October chill, the warmer weather is the big winner.
I'd prefer hot, because then it really preps you for going into cold. Once you start playing in the cold, it doesn't really affect you much, but that first half really hits you hard, but once you get used to it, it's not as bad.
This weather for sure. In the cold, it's like everything hurts more. You got to warm up a lot more, and I don't know. When it's warm, you can just stay loose and have fun, really.
I certainly think that the hotter the better. I think that our kids kind of thrive in that. It's all a matter of perspective. Like if you ask me, I want 95, humidity and direct sun.
That's a great start to this drill.
So ELCO's first game of the season, again, 1 week from tonight, hosting Boiling Springs at 7.